Hello and welcome again to investingsuccess.ca and another of our short videos in which we take a look at human emotion, astrology, and the financial markets. In my writings and bloggings to date, you've often heard me reference the concept of declination. And declination quite simply refers to the fact that the planets orbit the sun in a plane of motion called the ecliptic plane. But the planets are not perfectly balanced as they orbit the sun. They do wander over time above and below the ecliptic plane. Somehow, some way, this upsets the equilibrium of we humans from our vantage point on Earth, and as our emotions are triggered and affected, that spills over onto the financial markets and translates itself into swing points and pivot points and changes of trend. To illustrate, here's a chart of the Australian All Ordinaries Index. This is a weekly chart. I've started the chart in 2011. I've overlaid onto this chart circular features in 3 different colors. The pink features denote those times when planet Mars exhibited either a minimum or a maximum in its declination path. The green features are those times when planet Venus exhibited a minimum or a maximum in its declination path. And lastly, the blue features are those mins and maxes of planet Mercury, and they tend to be more frequent. Now, I want you to look even closer. You will notice how these events quite often can be clustered together. A lot of times, for example, a Venus declination event will be preceded or followed very closely by a Mercury event, perhaps. But I want you also to notice that these declination events do align themselves very closely with pivotal swing points on this particular index. So if you are a trader and perhaps trading the Australian All Ordinaries or trading equities that are listed on the Australian Stock Exchange, bear in mind that declination is a very powerful tool that you may want to put in your toolkit. As a date for a declination event gets close, start watching price action relative to moving averages. Start watching price action as expressed by stochastics, oscillators. You're looking for evidence that the trend is going to change. Now, a change in trend that aligns to a declination event could be something fairly small, or it could be the precursor of something very large. You don't know in advance. You just know that the trend is going to change and there's going to be a trigger. And with that, I'm going to wrap up this short little video. In the future, I'm going to be uploading more videos looking at more than just the Australian index. We're going to look at individual stocks, we're going to look at commodity futures, and we're going to look at various other indices from around the world. And these are the kinds of things that I talk about in my Astrology e-alert newsletter, which is available at investingsuccess.ca. And so, in addition to finding me at investingsuccess.ca, you can also find me on WordPress, astrologicaltrader.wordpress.com. And if social media is where you like to find people, yes, you can find me there too. On LinkedIn, I've got a little bit of a Facebook presence, and I certainly post a lot of my musings with Twitter links as well. And that's it for this little video, so thank you for listening and have a wonderful day. Take care.